Good morning, evening, or afternoon, everybody. It's Kaghoe coming at you with another video. So today we are going to be covering some pretty awesome hotfixes that dropped late last night. These are some pretty small changes overall, but have widespread impact, specifically for pretty much all the tanks and how they are going to be tanking Naxxramas on hard modes, as well as the interactions with Seal of the Dawn, HP, and a lot of things that were interacting in a broken type of way. But as you can tell, my voice is still rough, but my fever finally broke, so that's good. We're back to a normal of like 99 degrees, which I usually burn about that hot, but it's definitely down from 101 to 102. So without further ado, let's get into the hot fixes. So I'm going to switch it over here to the blue post, and we're going to dive right into it. So there will no longer be extra enemies near the objectives of the Dark Horde quest in Blackrock Spire. I honestly don't even know what quest that is, but good, I guess, if there were extra enemies. You hate to see stuff like that cause problems for newer players and people doing that quest. Hardened Frostguard now has an internal cooldown on the Frost Nova chance on hit to prevent it from extensively reactivating on the same ability cast. So people spamming like hamstring to get as many proc chances as possible, stuff like that, causes that to be casted a ton, and abilities similar to that you can just spam to cause it to cast, so it'll no longer permanently Frost Nova mobs. Then we have Naxxramas. So Ignite will no longer incorrectly tick on targets while the player is under the effect of a mind control. So this was happening, and they were getting the full undead Ignite that was on the boss if Ignite also went on the player, and it was instantly evaporating people. So if your mages got MC'd, it was quite a problem. And honestly, the MCs in there are very, very dangerous because we are so powerful. So definitely handle them with tons of CC. Now this is what I was talking about in the intro. The health increases from Life-Giving Gem, Rallying Cry, Last Stand, Aegis of Preservation, Vengeance, and Survival Instincts no longer behave incorrectly while under the effects of the Seal of the Dawn. So I don't know if it was taking the highest value. I don't know exactly where it was broken here. We'll definitely find out. But when you're getting 20 to 30% of your max health, when you're already 150, 200% increased, it's multiplicative, so it is very, very insane. I know when I'm in there on 3 hard mode right now on my full-bis tank druid, I have about 45k HP. So if we get 20% of that, we're talking Survival Instincts gives me almost 10,000 extra HP just by using it, which is kind of crazy. So it's good to see that change. I'll definitely let you know more about it next Tuesday when I raid again, and we'll see how those effects interact, so I can give more specific details. And now this is also very good. While inside of Naxxramas, the 6-piece bonuses for Tank Warrior, Tank Warlock, and Tank Druid will dynamically update your Last Stand, your Vengeance, and Survival Instincts if the new value would be lower and you do not have a debuff that lowers your health active. So what this means, we'll go into more detail here. I'll switch it over and show you just to sort of give you a visual for that. But it has to do with their 6 pieces all have some type of healing, and it's calculated based off of your total max health percentages. So these two kind of go together. Then this is a massive change. Rogue, the tank tier 1 6-piece set bonus now provides 20% damage reduction, was 50%. So they are going to take 30% more damage. I think that is a drastic leap when we're looking at any time we have gone into Nax and got the next week sealed it on. Those increases have been like 30 to like 60% roughly increase of percent power, and you guys have seen how impactful that is. So tanks taking that much more damage, especially in hard mode next, I think that's a very drastic change. It kind of almost deletes the class as it is, but hopefully they have some mitigation or change it to find a good balance. But 20 to 50 is just crazy. The animation for Crimson Tempest has been changed to be less chaotic. That is good. So let's see what people have to say. That's an insane nerf to rogue tanks. Absolutely, definitely covered that. Of all the imbalances in classes right now, devs proud the dreaded OP rogue tanks. That sounds about right. I wish people that comment these things would talk about where the imbalances are, what other things they want to change. Just complaining about one class's nerf doesn't do anything. It's like, provide some context, say the things that you think are broken, put your voice out there, put your opinions out there. It's easy to hate, but you should try to, provide some critical thinking skills there and some context to your comment. Then just another day in the office, Blizzard ignoring all the obvious issues in SOD right now and elect to nerf items in classes that haven't seen much representation and are considered niche in specific areas. Typical disappointment. Same thing. Like, what do you think they're ignoring? What do you think is terrible about it? I've had a ton of fun doing SOD Phase 10 or Phase 7 and doing Naxxramas and all the stuff that has come with it. I mean, some things are broken. Yeah, it's SOD with all these new things. It's gonna be broken at times, but that kind of makes it fun and enjoyable to test it out, experiment, and have a lot of fun. So I'm just curious what these people think is so broken about SOD. Because they never say that. They just always complain, oh, it's not enough, this isn't it, blah, blah, blah. And, I'd love to hear some actual, meat and bones to it, like I'm about to show you. So the interaction with, here's a survival instinct. So I have about 45,000 HP when I'm in Naxxramas. Here I only have 13k, but that's how powerful Seal the Dawn is. And we look right here. So it says, when activated, this grants you 30% of your maximum health. I'm not going to read the rest because that's the only thing you need to know. So when I pop this, my health goes from 13k to 17k. As you can see, that's quite a lot. And then when we have 45,000, it'll go from 45k to 54k. Then if I were to pop in Frenzied Regeneration while we're at that point, it will heal me for 10% of my maximum health. So 10% of my maximum health, that number changes. So if it is 45k, I'm getting ticked for 4.5k. If it is 55k, I'm getting ticked for 5.5k. That 1,000 heal per second actually might matter, and it might save my life, especially in Naxxramas. So I guess what people might be doing is they would use every single thing that gives you a % health increase. Warriors have them as well, like the shouts, every Sam buff that you can get to make your health as high as possible. I would pop Survival Instincts, and then I can maybe get 60k health, and then I'd pop Frenzied Regeneration, and it would stay at 6,000 as long as I could keep it up with our 6 set. Anytime I'm hit by an undead, it is reset to 10 seconds. So I would always have it up while I'm fighting an undead mob, and outside of the Spider Wing, everything is undead. So essentially, I would keep that buff at 6k the entire time instead of them switching it back. So that is how it's worked, and that's pretty much what they were tweaking. So it'll now be dynamic. So when those temporary buffs like Survival Instincts fall off, it'll go back to its true value instead of a snapshotted, exploited value. I never use that personally. The healing from the 6 set has been enough for me personally. I can tank most bosses without heals. Druid is kind of insane and off the rocker, and I absolutely love the state that it's in. So they did a really good job, and Feral Druid is really, really fun to play. I look forward to it every Tuesday. But anyway, that's my thoughts, opinions. I would love to hear what you guys have to say, what feedback these commenters and people's voices are directly talking about, what we would like to see changed. And yeah, I hope that helps with the tank thing. And until next time, I'll see you later. I hope you have a great day. Bye-bye.
Hey you. Yes you. Are you still there? Well, I appreciate you for taking the time to watch this entire video and making it to the end here. If you enjoyed this video, definitely check out the other videos about World of Warcraft listed in these playlists down below. And thank you again. Have a great day. Bye-bye.